me. I got a quick question for you, bro. Move this mic up real quick. I got a question for you, bro. I understand that you are the community manager and you are also the creative strategist at Infinity Ward. So you're basically the person who tells us information about the game, and by us I mean the YouTube community and the world. Now, one thing that I'm curious about is, since Modern Warfare 2 rolled around and Twitter has come up with its ingenious way of just being able to tweet information relatively quickly, I'm curious to know why you tell us information that you know is false. Do you do it to shut us up? Do you do it to get us off your back? Do you do it because the people upstairs tell you to? I understand that you're just a man doing his job, but you're supposed to be the mouthpiece of a company. I understand that you can't interject your personal opinion into what the company says, but the least that you could do is be honest with us. You don't have to lie to us about things for us. So what? People don't buy the game. There are 50 million other people who bought this game. What does $1 million do for you? It's $1 million. I'm pretty sure that Infinity Ward and Treyarch and Activision make enough money that they can encompass $1 million 10 times over. All I'm asking is, why are we fed false information every year about a game that we actually care about? We want to see things progress with it. We want to see things get better. There have been people who used to love this game, and now they hate it. They hate the franchise because of where it's gone. It's become more and more noobish. And by noobish, I do mean you do things specifically for bad players. Now, I understand somebody's going to be bad at a video game. That's completely understandable. But what I want to know is, why do you enable these people? Why would you want to enable somebody? Wouldn't you want the people to buy your game to be good at it? I understand that this is a first-person shooter and, this is a video game. But there are people that actually make their living off of this. I mean, I'm not up here trying to, say that I make a living off of my game, but I do get paid for it. I get paid for doing commentaries. I get paid for posting good gameplay. I get paid for doing a variety of things on my YouTube channel. But mainly it's Call of Duty, and I find it interesting to be able to watch the YouTube community try and hold a developer or one person accountable for one thing. I understand that you are one man. You don't control everything, but as a creative strategist, the lead creative strategist, that means that you're in charge of creating certain things that are involved with the game. Be them death streaks, certain perks, certain guns, attachments, whatever. But why do you and the people that you work with constantly come up with things that make it easier for people to be bad at the game? You would think that you would want people to actually be good at the game. I understand that. I'm just wondering, is it a money factor? Is it a factor of the people upstairs with the big suits and the Bentleys telling you, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to make this game? The people that play the game actually love the game. We spend time with it. We take the time to actually sit down, put our time into something that we actually love to do. And when we see something that we love to do or we love to play, and we see it taking a turn for the worse, that's not what we want. We want it to either stay the way it was, or fix some things, put some new things in, balance everything out, and just make the game overall better. But over the last couple of years, people have become more and more dissatisfied with everything that's been, well, not everything, but majority of the things that have been going on with Call of Duty. I love the franchise. I've been playing it since 8th grade, and I'm a senior now. I've been playing this for 4.5 years actually. I started making videos in 2010, and I love this game. I really do. I love playing Call of Duty, a first-person shooter. It's fun. It's relaxing. And at a time, I used to take this game extremely seriously. I thought that it was the end of the world if I didn't get a good gameplay, but it's a video game, and who really cares? But I would like to be able to say that I played this game and I enjoyed it. I don't enjoy, You know, I don't enjoy getting killed by something dead man's hand. I call it Taliban Pro. You basically give a dude last stand with Taliban Pro. It's basically like a suicide bomb. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm curious, Robert Bowling. I doubt you're going to reply to this because you don't reply to anything. Just like any other old dev. But, you know, I at least took the time to sit down and record this commentary and not curse at you, not tell you that your baby has a blockhead, not talk about you getting doxxed. I made sure that I actually sat down and talked formally about this because this is something that I care enough about, and I can't scream at you like some 5-year-old kid. You know, I care about my game. I care about where the company is supposed to be headed with the game. I understand that, you know, you guys crank this out every year and you put work into it, but you know, holding public betas, you know, giving people information, real information, is what's important if you actually want people to buy the game. Now, I'm not saying this just so you can satisfy the YouTube community. I'm saying this so you can satisfy everyone. Not everybody on the YouTube community actually cares about what you do or how it's done. And there are people who aren't involved in the YouTube community who actually follow you on Twitter and actually are in tune with what the company does with the game. And, you know, that's really all I have to say. I'm just asking Robert Bowling, why is it that we're fed false information? Why is it that we're lied to every year about certain things in the game? Why can't you be real with us for a little bit? You know, even for a little bit, for that split second, for that hair. Give us some serious information that's actually going to make the game, you know, you're going to make us want to play it. You're not going to lie to us about a game mechanic. You're not going to lie to us about, you know, perk balance, you know, how things are going to work, how the perks actually work, how the guns work damage-wise. I'm just curious, Robert Bowling. I doubt you're going to reply to it, but the least I could have done is just sat down and, you know, recorded this. So, if you do reply, I appreciate it. If not, oh well. That said, my name is Saze Hunt, or Pacific Tomb. I'm out. Deuces.